Greetings, royal family. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you for joining me today. You already see the title. It's the talk of the town. So let's get right to it. Before I go in, be sure to like this video. If you are a returning viewer, I just want to thank you for your support. If you are new to my channel, welcome to the royal family. Be sure to check out my other content on the channel and subscribe if you like what you see. All right, now let's get to it. Housewives of Atlanta season 11 finale. So everybody was anticipating this finale because a lot was going on social media between Nene and pretty much everyone else, right? So here we go. Nene is having an emotional breakdown. All right, Nene's having an emotional breakdown. She's been having a lot of emotional breakdowns lately. I'm going to be honest, I didn't tune into the entire season because after season 10, I was just like, I need a break. However, I have been tuning into the last couple of episodes and especially the season finale. So everybody is on Nene's behind, man. Everyone is saying that Nene's been a mean girl for all of these seasons and now she wants sympathy because Greg is sick. I'll get into that. I know that was basically the highlight of the season, you know, everything surrounding Nene. But before I get into that, just to kind of recap a little bit, you know, Portia's having her baby. She had her baby shower. At first, it wasn't to her liking, but eventually everyone found out that she was having a little girl. Congratulations to Portia and Dennis, by the way. They did have a baby girl, Pilar, which is a beautiful name. Candy is opening up another OLG restaurant. Kudos to her and Todd and the rest of her family. Marlo is still being Marlo, being messy as usual, but it's good for TV. Drama is always good, right? Drama sells. Cynthia has her peach Bellini drink that she partnered with Seagram's to create. So in this season finale, she had her little launch party for her drink. Kudos to her. Who did I leave out? Tanya was a good addition to the show from what I've seen. Very bubbly. Shamari, entertaining. Eva got married. Her wedding was beautiful. Wedding dress was beautiful. All right. So now Nene's going through a lot. And I'm going to save my deep thoughts toward the end of this video. I'm going to try my best not to make this long. I did want to just jump on here and kind of give my opinion and give my thoughts. Like I said, I didn't watch the entire season 11, but I did catch the episode starting with when Nene snatched, you know, that cameraman from going up in her closet and the season up to the season finale. So fast forward, Marlo and Nene meet up at Swag Boutique. Nene and Marlo are having a conversation regarding Nene opening up her second Swag Boutique in Miami. Kudos to you, Nino. Kudos to you, Nene. Nene is hesitant. She's expressing to Marlo that she's hesitant about going to Cynthia's launch party, you know, because there's a little bit of tension there. She doesn't feel like she's been supported by Cynthia, who has been her best friend, her sister, for years now. So Marlo encouraged her to go. Of course, Marlo would encourage her to go. She told her, you know, that's your friend, you're gonna go. They briefly discussed Greg's health. You know, Greg decided to try out chemo because he has exhausted all of the options for holistic therapy. Greg was looking good, I have to say. I don't know what he looked like prior to, but, you know, he looks different, obviously. But he does look good. He looks healthy. It was good to see him, you know, actually make it out to Cynthia's event. So let's fast forward. Cynthia's event is there. Nene is there. Candy is there. Everyone's seems to be a good time. And, you know, Cynthia is marveling in the fact that she's there with her man. You know, it's her night. She deserves to enjoy her night. All of a sudden, the Wicked Witch of the West blows in. Who? Kenya. Kenya has never been my favorite. That's just my opinion. Say what you will. So Kenya shows up, belly and all, you know, and she is escorted in by Candy, of course. How convenient, right? And Nene sees Kenya and Nene loses it. You know, you could see that Nene was very tense. You could see that Nene was very uncomfortable. She was thrown off. She didn't understand what was going on, but she understands what's going on because Nene is not new to this. She's a veteran. She's an OG, so she understands, you know, things have to happen. Production sets things up, you know, for ratings and views and to evoke reactions out of people. It makes people want to watch. I will say this, pause. Let me pause my thoughts for a second, but I will interject this. This is good TV to beef up anticipation for the 3-part reunion, because I'm going to be tuning in. I had no intention on really tuning into any of the episodes in the season, but I do always catch the reunion. All right, unpause. So, you know, Nene sees Kenya. Kenya comes in. Kenya's all hi, she foo, real phony, just like she always is. And Nene is like, what the heck is she doing here? Of course, again, it is Cynthia's party. And I'm going to say this. I'm going to just shoot right from the hip. Yes, Cynthia can invite whomever she wants, wherever she wants, if it's an event concerning her. Even if it isn't an event concerning her. People can do whatever it is that they want to do, right? Perfectly fine. However, some may not agree. I'm going to give my opinion and I'm going to keep it real. Nene is your friend. Nene is your sister. Nene is your buddy. You had friend contracts and you guys fallen out before and you've forgiven each other. You cried, you laughed, you hugged, you've been there for each other. And you mean to tell me you conveniently forgot to at least give Nene the heads up that her arch nemesis or her least favorite person is going to be attending this party? Granted, yes, Cynthia can invite whoever she wants. But the fact that she failed to tell her best friend that someone that she doesn't get along with, you know, someone that her best friend doesn't get along with will be attending her party was in poor taste. However you slice it, you can say whatever you want. I think it was in poor taste. Nene has not been... Nene, it's 50-50. Nene is a fan favorite. We all know she's an OG. You know, she has had her moments where she's been not so nice, whether she was provoked or not. Her and Kenya had static. There was some beef conjured up on social media, to my understanding. Kenya is very strategic. She always has been, and she most likely always will be. She has her moments where she'll use whoever it is that she needs to use to either get camera time or to just basically, you know, remain on the show or to have a storyline. This is one of those instances. After the tumultuous season 10, you know, Kenya didn't want to film a lot of her life. Her husband wasn't feeling it. So, you know, she had a little bit of static with Bravo. So I don't know if she was not asked to come back for season 11 or she chose not. I think she chose not to come back for season 11. Fine. But she darn sure is solidifying her role to come back for season 12, if there is a season 12. So Kenya walks in, she says hi to everybody, she's hugging, she's kissing everyone. She's basically doing the limbo with Portia. Portia, the same individual that dragged her off the reunion stage, she finds it in her heart, you know, to be chummy and cordial with Portia. Phony. So Nene is upset, you know, Nene's throwing jabs, rightfully so. Her defense mechanisms are high. So she felt defeated in that moment, or she felt like, I guess it wasn't a fair playing ground. So she decides to hurl insults, you know, at a pregnant woman. Petty drama. No different than the petty foolishness that goes on with all these ladies. So I don't understand why Nene is just a horrible person because she's saying something about Kenya and her swollen ankles or whatever it is that she said. Whatever. It's all petty. All of them are petty. We've all been petty. Doesn't make it right, but it is what it is. So, you know, they're getting ready to exit. Kenya's getting ready to leave. Oh, I skipped the part. Cynthia comes up to give her speech to thank everyone for coming. She calls Kenya up to the stage. And, you know, Kenya said whatever it is that she said, because, again, they're best friends now, you know. When last season, her and Kenya, according to Cynthia, her and Kenya were working on their relationship. Time changes a lot, right? Whatever. Cynthia wanted to give a shout out to Greg. You know, she wanted to acknowledge how great he was doing, how his health was, you know, on the up and up. She calls him to the stage, and Nene says, no, we're good. We're good. Like Nene said on her YouTube channel, she's not playing checkers, she's playing chess. And although to us on the surface, it may look like, oh, Nene, how could you do that? Why wouldn't you allow Greg to go up there? I totally understood what Nene was doing. You understand? And Greg, you know, he obliged his wife. He didn't go up. He didn't say anything. He doesn't seem like he's into the mix up anyway. So, you know, that was embarrassing, as Cynthia said. You know, she was embarrassed, much like how Nene was. Nene's very tit for tat. A lot of the ladies are. You know, you stab me, I'm going to stab you a little bit harder. So that was a stab at Cynthia. Everyone's getting ready. Some people are getting ready to depart. I think it was the end of the party. Kenya's leaving. Greg, Candy, and Nene are standing outside. And, you know, Candy is trying to comfort Nene. You know, Nene, don't let the stress get to you. You know, it's very overwhelming. In that moment, I saw how hurt Nene was. And again, I'm reserving my opinions to the very end. Kenya says, you know, bye. You know, Nene's standing there. She hugs Greg. She hugs Candy. She's talking to whomsoever in the background. Kenya, come back. You didn't see Nene? Nene says, hi, Kenya. Kenya basically pays her dust. She ignores her. Candy calls her back. She said, you know, you didn't say bye to Nene. Oh, I said bye to everyone. She spins around. She turns around before she exits. In true Kenya fashion, she slaps on the drama. Hopefully she was being genuine, but you never know with her. You know, Greg, I'm so glad to see you. You know, I wish you luck. You're forever in my prayers. And she exits stage left. Nene again begins to feel frustrated. I think it was more of an anger mixed with hurt, because for once Nene wasn't, I guess you could say, on top. She wasn't ready for that battle, so to speak. You know, Nene comes ready with her little, you know, one-liner. She comes ready. She's sharp. She's witty. She comes with it. And in that moment, she had already felt like she was betrayed by her friend. She had to sit there and save face on top of her going through everything that she's going through with her husband's illness. She was just like a wounded animal. You know, she wasn't at her best. Now, I've been having discussions, you know, with my little village, and, you know, my squad, and there are mixed opinions. Some people say Nene's narcissistic. Some of them say Nene thinks that everything has to be about her. Some are saying that, you know, Nene is childish. But this is what I want to say before I close out. Nene is going through something that most people probably will never experience. And I guess my heart is soft for Nene with this situation, because personally, I was the caregiver for a family member of mine that battled cancer and passed away almost 2 years ago. So when you are caring for someone who has a terminal illness, mind you, this wasn't my spouse, this was my family member. And I took on the role of being caretaker, you know, because I could at the time. And when you are taking care of someone who is terminally ill and you don't know if they're going to wake up the next day, you don't know how long they're going to live. Just keeping it real. Every single day you are on pins and needles, on top of having to deal with your personal life, your personal responsibilities. Is this a pass for Nene? No, it's not. It's nothing like that. Does this mean that, oh, you know, never mind everything that Nene's done? Not necessarily, but yes, if you are a friend to someone, even if you are tired of that friend, what does it say about you that you're so willing to drop that friend at this moment in their life? Nene disclosed to Cynthia in this last episode that she was thinking about divorcing her husband. Cynthia was the one that said, indirectly, you know, you got to stick it through. Does that not apply for friendships? It only applies for marriages? See, people are very, 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 very good at saying what sounds good. But when it comes to execution, they suck. And I'm not judging Cynthia. I don't judge. Like I said, I joke, but I don't judge. But I'm not saying Cynthia is a bad person or Cynthia is wrong. I feel like Cynthia is on cloud nine, as she should be. She's got a man in her life. Her daughter's off to college doing well. You know, she has a new business venture. She has every right to enjoy the fruits of her labor. However, what about your friend? You know, I don't think just because Nene has been mean in the past, has had fallouts with individuals in the past, that she deserves to be attacked to this magnitude. Not in this instance. She is dealing with someone who has been in her life for 20, however many years. They've been together 20 plus years. This is her partner. This is her life partner. This is her husband. She doesn't know what the next day is going to bring. So yes, she may be a little bit difficult to deal with, just like Greg is a little bit difficult to deal with, as she said, in his sickness. But everyone encouraged her to stick by him. People were judging her, saying how horrible she would be if she was to leave her husband. That doesn't apply to friendships? I'm just saying. So like I said, coming from personal experience, I understand, you know, how it can be difficult for the person going through it. So I didn't put myself ahead of that. You know, granted, I still had to deal with my personal responsibilities and all other responsibilities, but I exhibited compassion, and I didn't make it about me in a sense where when my family member was mean to me, because they were, even in their sickness, I didn't take it personal. I couldn't take it personal. How? I don't know. We all know that tomorrow is not promised, right? But imagine being given a death sentence, in a sense, saying, hey, you know, you have this terminal illness. We have no cure for it. And we're going to just try our best. And you have to be optimistic. Every day in your mind, you are worried about if your children are going to see you again, if your spouse is going to see you again, if you're going to suffer, if you're going to be in pain, or if you are in pain, are you going to wake up the next day? Imagine. Now imagine being someone who is your partner, your family member, your caretaker, or whosoever, having to see somebody go through that mentally, not just physically. Physically, that's a whole nother ballpark. Imagine someone being in that much pain mentally and physically, and you literally can't do anything about it. So if Nene was a little bit bitchy, if Nene's a little bit emotional, because she was crying a lot in this season, she can't get any compassion? Say what you will. I'm not defending her previous actions. I'm basically looking at what she has to deal with right now. And I'm not saying it's right, wrong, or indifferent. Again, Cynthia has the right to invite whomever she wants to her party. But this is your friend, your sister, you know, your homegirl, your best friend. If it's not a big deal, as Cynthia has gone on this, you know, campaign promoting her new venture, she was on Candy's YouTube channel saying it's not that big of a deal. What was Kenya going to do? Sit on you? You don't want to accept the fact that it's not about Kenya. It's about the fact that you are my friend, and you know that I have static with this person, or this person has static with me. If it's not a big deal, why didn't you just tell me? Give me the opportunity to say, you know what? I support you. You know, I'm glad for you, but I don't want that energy, so I'm not going to come. Or, okay, thank you for telling me. I'm going to be aware that she's coming, so I'll know what to expect. If it's not a big deal, Cynthia, why didn't you say anything? Well, so much for friendship, right? So we shall see. You know, there's a whole bunch of other stuff that I could get into, but I just wanted to jump on here to talk about that loyalty, friendship. You know, when you're going through some real stuff that's not manufactured by production and for TV, you want your people around you, even if you may not have been so nice to certain people in the past. You want people to be there for you. So I just don't understand why Nene's being nailed to the cross at this moment in this situation. Well, That's why you got to watch who you have around you. Well, I'm signing off. I will be updating you guys. I will be watching the reunion. So we'll see what that brings. Hopefully Nene will come strong. It looks like from the previews, it looks like she's coming strong. She's bringing her A game. So we'll see all of the shady goings on. So stay tuned for the 3-part reunion, my review on the 3-part reunion. Once again, Royal Family, I love you. If you are returning, and looking at my content, watching my content, appreciating, commenting, liking, sharing, I appreciate you. I love you for it. And if you are new to the Royal Family, again, be sure to check out my content. Leave comments below. If you don't agree with me, that's okay. As long as we respectfully disagree, because we are a royal family and we're going to act like we're royal. So get down in the comments. Give me your take. Put yourself in Nene's shoes. Am I wrong? Do you think I'm wrong? Do you agree? Do you disagree? Like I said, let's keep the conversation going. I always say that. I love to converse. I love to communicate with people. So until next time, peace, royals.